When me and my boyfriend broke up, I used to dress up in a trench coat, sunglasses, and baseball cap.
Who does that? That's the weirdest thing she said. You can't wear trench coats. That's wrong.
Take one of my friend's cars as a disguise, drive an hour to his house, park around the block where I can still see his house, wait for hours till he would get home from being out just to see if he brought a girl home, but that's the old me.
That is exposing a toxic trait. I feel like relationships are hard. We know that. They're not easy. Editor can tell you that. They'll put it up right here. They're gonna say something like Chetty's right or something right there. They're gonna say he's a smart guy or something. I feel like when you break up with somebody or you call it quits, I feel like there's no in between. I feel like it either goes good or it don't go good. And I think that's the way it's not going good. So I mean, at least she's admitting it, I guess, but like wearing a but who wears a trench coat? Chris knows that's wrong. I know it's wrong. No more trench coats. It's 2022, not 1952. And then, but like that's some like Inspector Gadget, go, spy on X. That's just so weird. That's some go gadget shit. You know what I mean? That's so weird. Stop following him around, bro. Leave him alone. It's over. I don't know.
Well, I'm in a relationship and I don't want to be in a relationship anymore. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I literally set you up to cheat. Like, I'll get like a girl to DM you or something like that. Or I'll get a girl to like comment her eyes under your picture. Like, I'll bait you. And once you respond to the DM, you know, I act like everything's okay. And then like 2 days later, I act like the girl sent it to me. But the whole time, I sent the girl to you so we can break up because I don't want to be with you no more.
Did we just get like the JFK assassination reveal of like what people do to break up with? Like what? What is that, dude? What? You fake and then DMs and then does a little bit of that. That's so bad. That is so wrong. I cannot condone that activity. I liked your hair at first, but you know what? You're not such a nice person, so I don't know if I do like that anymore. Next, please.
When I was in second grade, a girl in my class had a really impressive box of crayons, and I wanted these crayons.
I love crayons. Oh, I love those.
The girl didn't really care about them that much though, so she was like, hey, if you'll trade me your soul, I will give you these crayons. And I was like, hell yeah, I will trade you my soul for these crayons. So I was super happy to have these crayons. She was happy to have my soul, and I took them home and I started using them to color things in. And then my mom was like, where did you get those crayons?
Naturally.
So I was like, oh, don't worry about it, Mom. I just traded my soul to this girl at school and she gave me this box of crayons.
What? I mean, that's, is that a toxic trait? I don't know. I feel like if you've ever been sitting in class and somebody, and everyone's gonna know this because I feel like there's only one, it's Crayola. Everybody knows the crayon brand. Everybody knows it. And you're sitting in class and they bust out the big one. The big one. You know what I'm talking about. It had like 128 colors in it and it had the sharpener in the back. And it was like, man, a crayon sharpener? Sheesh, I need one of those. And then like you start doing art and stuff in class and then you're like, oh, should I use seafoam pink or should I use hot candy pink? You know what I mean? It's like, I've only got red. You know, and we never put the crayons back properly unless it was that big box. If it was someone else's, you like, oh, sorry, here you go. But if it was like the school's crayons, you just look at these things. I don't even want them anyway. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Like unlocked a memory for me. That's fun.
When you have a girlfriend, you usually ask them for their Wi-Fi password when you spend the night. And sometimes you can get access to the router. It's very simple. The password's on the back of the box. And when you have access to the router, it's really simple to actually check to see what other devices have connected to this router and this internet. So by doing so, you can actually determine who's been there before. And you can also set this up so you can check this remotely. So let's say she might say, oh, I'm staying in tonight. Well, I can just easily check remotely to see if her device is still in.
Okay, yeah, that's your.
If another device comes online, maybe she's seeing someone.
I feel like this has a lot to do with, I feel like this is I think this is a popular one in relationships. Trust is a big one. I mean, if it's someone new you're seeing, I don't know. I haven't been in that many relationships in my life. The girls just didn't, it was me. They didn't really, you know, so they've been few and far between, but they last a long time when I'm around. You know what I mean? I make them stay. It's the blue eyes. What can I say? But, you know, the trust thing, I mean, it's just, it goes a long way. It goes a long way, brother. And I feel like if you have to do that to somebody because you don't trust them, I feel like it's just not gonna work out in general. And if they are doing something heinous, I don't understand what the, like, if your suspicions are confirmed, then it's like, are you gonna fight or are you just gonna go? Because if it was me, I'd just go. Like, why stay and fight? What's the point in staying and fighting, you know? I don't know.
Back in my petty toxic days, I used to track who my exes would follow on social media, like the girls, and I would follow them as well become their best friends. And so my exes could never have a chance with them. It always worked, every single time. And I made a lot of great friends. So was it really that toxic?
I mean, that is some chess plays. I'm moving pawns. She's moving bishops and rooks. That is, wow. I guess that works. But again, I feel like I'm not Dr. Phil, okay? If you're hurting real bad on the inside, I can't send you to the ranch. I only know a little bit about relationships, but I feel like if a relationship's working, y'all know it's working, and then it's working. And if it's not working, then, you know, it's not. So a lot of the stuff just feels unnecessary to me. It just feels like it's no need for all that spying and whatnot. You don't need to do that, okay? You don't have to do that. That's bad. Don't spy on your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever they might be. Just relax and be yourself.
I love canceling plans. Hear me out, okay? I know it's a problem for me, but I just love doing it.
I'll cancel you.
The reason why is because I have this terrible habit of agreeing to plans that I don't even want to do. I'm just in the heat of the moment. I'll be like, yeah. They're like, Jordan, spelunking on Friday? I'll be like, you got it. I don't even know what spelunking is, but I just said yes to it. Right?
It's a game, isn't it?
I love canceling those plans.
Why?
Because then I'll have so much free time to do nothing, like I've been doing all day, which is nothing, but I could just do more of it, and I love that.
Listen, dude, we've all got a little bit of that social. That's a toxic trait. That's a very toxic trait. Because it sounds like he just does it for doozing it. Grammar, that makes sense. You know, we've all been a little flaky sometimes. We all said, yeah, let's do that. And the day came, and you're like in your bed, and you're just like nice and cozy with a blankie on. You're just like, nah, that's not happening today. I don't think that's going to happen. But you know, if it's something you really don't want to do, honesty is the best there. I'm always honest. If someone says, Chetty, do you want to go rock climbing? And then I'm gonna say, listen, man, I'll do a lot of stuff, but the rock climbing, not gonna do it. You're gonna have to help me get up, and I don't want to do that. Paintballing? Okay, ding ding. I like that. That's nice. We'll do paintballing, but rock climbing? No thanks.
I will leave a lipstick or a lip gloss that I don't care about, that the guy has never seen me use at his house.
Yep.
In an obvious spot. If he doesn't ask me if that's mine within the next 2 to 3 days, I automatically assume he has another side hoe. Now, if he does end up texting me or sending me a picture asking me, hey, I think you forgot this, or I think this is yours, I will respond, no, that isn't mine. And just see what he does. His reaction will tell me everything I need to know.
That is, I believe, is what people in the criminal underworld would like to call, it's entrapment. I don't want it. It's entrapment. You can't. That's you can't. That's a trap. What's the guy's name from Star Wars? Admiral Akbar. My Death Star is fully operational. Yeah, you can't. That's very toxic. If you like, what are you trying to figure out though? Like, if the guy's innocent, what are you trying to figure out? If the dude's all right, you're stepping on landmines, and that's not a good place to step.
If I decide that I don't want to date you anymore, I don't tell you. I just decide in my brain, and then I slowly start removing myself from your life. I'll just start texting you less and hanging out with you less until you're like, hey, where are you? And I'm like, I'm gone, bye.
I don't know if that's that toxic. I mean, again, the honesty, just saying straight up, like, yo, this ain't working out for me. I'm gonna get out. But I don't know. Is that bad? I don't think that's that bad. It's kind of like letting him down easy. It takes some time, and if you're willing to take the time to do that, I mean, you can't be that heinous. Can't be that toxic. That's probably the least toxic thing I've seen so far.
Not everyone has to know what I know or what I think I know. Now, I'm still learning and still healing, but this one, babe.
What do you mean?
If I didn't keep my ego in check, she would really have me out here running around telling other people how to live their lives every damn day because I learned a thing, and so you should know that thing, and if you don't know that thing, then you aren't, whatever.
Okay.
And everyone is on their own individual journeys. Everyone is doing the best that they can with the information that they have and with the experiences that they've lived through.
I don't know what the hell the point of that was. What in the hell were you talking about, lady? She was talking about people doing good. That's great. I'm glad people are doing great. They don't need to know what you know. I love the 2002-2003 WWE Undertaker bandana. I like that. I personally, you know what I mean? I like you're on the chopper. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. I love that for you. I'm happy for you. But it sounds like what you got going on there is some pseudoscience in your head. You don't know what you're saying. And that's coming from a guy who doesn't know what he's saying. So...
the extremely toxic trait I have is you have 24 hours to text or call me back if I reach out to you before I block you. Ain't nobody in the world that got busy where they can't
24
return a
hours.
call or text. I don't play that. If I'm supposed to be talking to you, you got 24 hours, and I'm on the 24 hours. That's it. I block you. I ain't got time for that. Play with your mama. Don't play with me.
Oh, play with your mom. Okay. You know, what if I was a second late though? What if I was indisposed for 24 hours? You know, being an actor and a comedian and all the other stuff I do, sometimes when I'm on a set, sometimes I'm not allowed to have, I'm doing a lot of voice cracks today. Would you like fries with that, Mr. Simpson? Sorry. No, but a lot of times, like, I'm not allowed to have my phone on me on set. I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to have that. So a lot of times it's got to be off, because like there's a lot of directors out there that think they're Scorsese, and they're not. But that's okay. They're trying. But a lot of times I can't text. I can't. I'm indisposed. I'm trying to get motivation for the picture. Trying to get in scene. Trying to see what's behind me. Right. Leaning Tower of Pieces behind me. There's a machine gun in front of me. That's the scene. Let's go. You know what I mean? You don't have time. So 24 hours. I respect where she's coming from, because yeah, you're you, and everyone has to have their own boundaries. But 24 hours, I don't know. I feel like maybe 48 hours. Give me like if the police wouldn't call for an Amber Alert, then you can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta give the same amount of time. If they're not gonna if the police wouldn't file a missing report in the amount of time that I've been absent talking to you, then you gotta wait the same amount of time. That's hammer, law, legal. There's my gavel. Do it. Yep.
Once I see you start moving funny, you gotta go. A cutoff game is actually kind of scary. Like, I could talk to you one day, you move funny the next, and the very next day.
What does moving funny mean?
You are, or even act like I did.
The hell does that mean, moving funny? Like acting weird? Like acting up? What's acting up? I'm a goofy kind of guy. I do weird stuff. Like, I had a cramp this morning in my leg. I was telling Chris before we started. Now I'm not walking so great. Is that what you mean? Or like, what is your criterion for acting up? I'm curious. That's been another Top 10 Central video, guys. I've been your host, Big Ched, and I will see you soon. Sooner than later. That's right. Bye. Like, I have to, like, I feel like I need to, like, grab the ground and just, like, you know? Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I don't even work out. I'm just a fat dude. It wasn't like I was doing anything. I was just laying in bed and just all of a sudden, my leg. I'm like, no! Anyway, back to the carrots.
Well, there's people who expose their own toxic traits, but there's probably carrots.
Expose their toxic traits. Ooh, I like that. Oh, relationship stuff. I like this. This is good stuff. I like this stuff. Okay. Okay. Put up a bunch of okay. Okay, Mr. Mac. Okay.